Ma'at Tahuti, peace and greatness. What's up, the greatest period? For those who do not know, my name is Milagro, the greatest period, and I view my life experience as the greatest period. So that means that I view all, and when I mean all, from the smallest particle to this grand cosmos as the greatest period. It's a beautiful day today. It's raining out here in New York City, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, if you really want to know. And today's subject or topic is about what are we feeding our minds. This is something, before I even jump into that, I'm sorry. I just want to sit here and say thank you for all the love that I receive from all kinds of walk. I'm grateful for people to accept me for who I am and expressing their gratitude, their love for everything that I have done. And I'm very grateful, I'm very appreciative. I've been out here doing my thing with dancing and, giving out this knowledge that I have, and I'm just grateful for people to appreciate it. I'm very grateful. But let's get back to this subject. I'm definitely gonna get on some cover, man. I didn't think it was gonna be raining this much, so I can't wait to get underneath some cover. But till then, what are we feeding our minds? This is a question right here that's an eye-opener, not only for myself, but for everyone else that I interact with. Because what we feed in our minds is what we're going to experience sooner or later within our experience. So whatever we do on a consistent basis, whether we like it or not, is shaping our future moment when it will become the present. That's the thing about being a spiritual being in a human being form, because we could transcend time and space. We could transcend it. So that means that we could always think about the past and we could always think about the future. I had an epiphany this morning. I was talking with this brother named Sanjeev, shout out to Sanjeev, and he said something that was remarkable. Sanjeev, he loved to tell me these same stories over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And today I finally said, you know what, Sanjeev, I let him finish his story for the 100th time probably that he expressed his story. And I told him, I said, I'm not trying to be rude, but I understand that you have been telling me these similar stories for so long, I'm tired of it. And he said something. He said, you are a young man and you're moving forward. You're moving forward in life. You're not worrying about the past. And he said, see me, I'm worrying about the past. So I keep living in the past. And that right there was very profound, because that's how I was living. And I'm breaking free from that type of living, because I realized something. I realized that we have the choice to live in the past, in the present, and in the future. So it's up to us to be able to. Okay, I'm under some cover. Woo, yes. It's up to us to realize how to adapt. That's not a good word I want to use. How to move from different states. Because that's what it is, a state. The past is a state. The present is a state. The future is the state. But in order for all those states to happen, it has to happen within the present moment. But we could transcend it. And that was a profound statement that he told me. Yes, it was. And it taught me that within me, because this brother been doing it for so long, so it's really a message for me that I'm living in the past, and it's time for me to move on. It's time for me to move forward in life. So that's what I'm learning. I'm learning to move forward in life. You know, so I realized that the things that I put my attention to for the majority of my time is influencing me of my behavior now, which will eventually manifest in the future, which is going to be the present moment. So everything is happening now. Everything is happening right now. So the question is, what can we do differently? What we have to change. The only thing that's consistent is change. That's something that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed change. We see it every day in life. We see businesses come and go. We see children becoming young adults. And we were like, damn, I remember you was this high. I remember I was smacking you across your head when you was a little baby. Talking about the doctor had to smack you on your head and it was an accident because we thought it was your butt. You know, funny shit like that. But that teaches us, if we're aware of how life operates, and change is definitely right there. Change is indisputable. We can't sit here and say, no, change doesn't happen, because we know it happens. We have seen people come and go. We have seen friends come into our lives, and we have seen friends leave. We have seen boyfriends or girlfriends come into our lives, and boyfriends and girlfriends leave. So we experience all this. It might not have happened to us per se, but we have observed it. Maybe with our parents, maybe with our family members, maybe with friends. We have experienced it. So the first thing to check our mental field, our mental world, our mind, we have to be aware. We have to be conscious of our thoughts. Now, I know that's easier said than done. Yes, I can remember. I was like, man, how the fuck can you be conscious of your thoughts? And it's just practice, man. It's just like this. What you put your attention to, it grows. So it might not happen. We might not be able to be aware of our thoughts at this moment. But if we're consistent with it, like, man, I want to be able to see what I'm thinking about. Maybe a year from now, maybe 2 years from now, hell, maybe right now, you'll sit down, or you might be doing something, and something might happen. And you have this aha moment, like, it's like you having an out-of-body experience. It's like you see your body moving on its own. You see the thoughts moving on its own. Like, for example, let's say that a person smacks your mom or smacks your girlfriend or man. Your instinct is just, for some might run, or some might be like, oh, it's time to fight. So it's either fight or flight. But you're aware of, you're observing, like, okay, it's like I'm here, but I'm not here. I see the thoughts. I can picture the thoughts. I can envision the thoughts that's going on. Oh, I'm gonna beat this motherfucking ass. Or you see your body moving on its own. And that's the moment when we realize that, oh, okay, this is what it means to be self-aware. We're aware of our habits. We're aware of our behaviors. And we understand that as we become more conscious is how we are able to alter our mental states. So what are you feeding your mind? I read every day. I read every motherfucking day. Every day. I read every day. Readers are leaders. But readers are leaders for their own lives. That's just keeping it real. You have to lead your own life. Period. That's the only way that we're able to control our life, is by controlling what's going on within us. And that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Beautiful. And I understand that I'm learning how to be able to be transparent. I'm learning how to find myself through my YouTube channel, through my blog, through my website. I realized that I want to be thyself. I want to be me. I want to be the self that I was manifesting onto this planet. And I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning from the videos that I created, and I'm learning from, okay, what did I do differently from this time to now? What can I do better? How can I express myself? How can I relate to others? Because if I can't relate to y'all, y'all not going to be able to relate to me. Just keeping it real, just keeping it kosher. But feed our minds. Be aware of what we doing. Be aware of what we listening. Be aware of who we interact with. It goes on. Don't judge. But all of that comes with self-awareness, because once we're aware of what we're doing, that's when the change begins. It might not happen as soon as we want, because we already manifested, but it will happen. Ma'at Tahuti, peace and greatness.